Good morning. We did finish the ranch last night. Now we are doing the vehicle roundup. Megan dropped me and the boys off. The boys will take the semis, and I will not take the combine to the next field because I have a meeting with the banker this morning. And I don't know why we're scheduling meetings with the banker during harvest. That's a bad idea. Anyway, don't have time to move fields, so I'll just take my pickup to the meeting and then come back. It is calm and damp. You guys are getting the flow of this soybean thing where it takes a couple hours in the morning to get in the field, but sometimes you can run later at night. Pretty much soybeans are a daylight hour crop. Corn, you can go all day, all night, almost in the rain. Soybeans are a different animal. Actually, they're a different plant. Adam's first time driving a semi-truck. Good luck. I wonder if I should teach him. He knows how to drive Toyota stick. Is that the same thing? What happened? Well, somebody wasn't paying attention to his full monitor. And Adam, he's like, Dad, you're so full. Oh, we are dying. We are dead. 1, 2, 6. And now I'm going again. It's going to spill more. Oh, get over here, Adam. Quickly hit the button. Get it dumped. It is raining soybeans. I wish I could say, well, they're yielding so well that they're just coming out of our ears. That's kind of the case. I've got green ones up here. Oh, good grief. My bad. All right, here we go. We have some green stemmy leaves. Why is this? This is a drip field. And yes, we are at 9.2, 9.5 moisture, but we've got a green spot. So the question remains, did this not get water or it got too much water? So since this is a drip field, obviously we had a leak or a plug where it did something to the soybeans. So we will flag and tag this spot, and then we will come back and investigate. What I might do is turn the pump on, turn the water on over here, and see if it floods or if it just stays dry. So we will fix the program as we farm, and we will get it next year. There's Adam, and he is mostly full, and I think Ethan's coming in the semi-truck. We'll get him filled up. Semi-truck. Last pass in this field. And yes, just like always, just like last night, I'm going to end up on the other side of the field. Wrong side of the field, which is just fine. I'll finish filling up Mauricio over there. Mauricio took over for Adam, so Adam could go do something else for someone else. And I should eat those Thin Mints. I just ate lunch, just finished lunch at 10 after 5 o'clock. I know that's not normal for normal people. Anywho, we'll just put it in that truck over there since Ethan's not back. I have been going very, very fast, harvesting lots and lots of bushels. He maybe ran into a line over there at the co-op, which is just fine. So we will move field. Now I'll be doing isolations around my seed field. Where I didn't grow seed, I just grow little corners, little dryland corners of isolation, wherever I move the seed away from the neighbors' other pollinating corn. So we will transfer. What do we have going on here? Yes, this little bit of isolation, and then I've got the Milo here, which is also isolation against the seed corn field. So this will get chopped by my neighbor, and he will feed it to his cattle. I might help him chop this. Maybe I'll run the chopper, and my boys will run wagons, and then he can just push and pack the pile. But anyway, I've got this wrapped up for the neighbor. Hallelujah. And I'll just keep harvesting until dark. Working really good. Yay! Guess what, everyone? This is super dangerous what I'm doing. It's evening, it's nighttime, but I have a special surprise for you. There's a special guest joining me in the cab tonight. Hi, Mom.
I taught Cale everything he knows. I ran this combine for 30 years when he was just a toddler.
Yeah, on this farm, we have a track record. Most of our hired men have always quit right before harvest. And so Dad's like, "Hun, what are you doing? Can you run combine? Like, here's the stick, here's the steering wheel, and drive it straight." Is that how Dad taught you?
I was a good worker, but I was on OB call many of the evenings when I was harvesting. So sometimes the hospital would call and I'd have to quit and run into the hospital.
Go deliver a baby and then come back out and run
I
combine?
wouldn't come back out. I worked till 11:30. So
Yeah, I know. My parents, did it all, like a lot of your parents probably did for you. Anyway, you were a great combine driver, Mom.
I was good.
Do you want to drive tonight?
Girls are sensitive. We can multitask. We can listen and feel and think all at the same time. We're not single-minded.
You would read books in the cab, wouldn't you? You can
Just waiting for somebody to unload me.
You can so multitask on so many things. I think you would have been a good. Oh, is that plugging?
When we picked up a piece of metal, I heard it. I felt it. You are plugged, yes.
Plug now. There we go. Oh shoot! I'm still full. I got caught monologuing.
Okay, you need to unload. Cale.
I know it. I'm unloading. We're on a curve. I plugged. I got that unplugged. Now we should be in good shape. I should have you. Do you think you would have been a good YouTuber back in your day, Mom?
I don't know what makes a good YouTuber.
The ability to talk and explain things.
Oh. That wasn't my cup of tea.
All right. Well, you were a great mom. You are a great mom. I really appreciate you as a mom. Thanks for coming out and riding with me.
It's the best part of the year, harvesting.
It is. Oh man, we're in the draw. I have to. We're gonna break something.
Yeah.
I gotta cut it.
You need 2 hands on the wheel.
Or auto steer. Help! Do you think that's your grandson, Mom?
I know it is.
I can't see. He's on a motorcycle. That might be. I don't know who that is. What are your thoughts on motorcycles?
Oh my goodness.
Is that it? Did he just wheelie?
Yes.
Mom,
Does he
what
want
are
to
your...
talk to you?
Maybe, but we have harvest to do.
He raised his
Mom,
hand.
what are your thoughts on motorcycles and your grandson?
Motorcycles. I had my license when I married your dad. I don't know why I let it lapse.
Oh, you could drive a
Most
motorcycle
fun Dad
just
and
fine.
I had were motorcycle trips all over the United States.
Good job. So you had a gold wing, and then you
Yes.
converted it into a trike.
When Dad got cancer. And my debate now is, do I get a license again and drive it or let it go?
I would probably let it go,
Yeah.
but I would.
Is this supper for you?
Thanks for liking motorcycles, Mom. Is that what gave me my passion to like motorcycles?
That was
And now my
first
kids.
date with your dad.
Let's hear it.
My
Quick
first
story.
2 or 3 dates. I'm not going to tell that.
Oh, it's an awesome story.
You tell the
I
story.
love that story.
Yeah, but that's what brought us together.
Somebody tried to pass Dad, and he wasn't going to have it on the motorcycle, and he went really fast, and Mom had to hold on tighter.
Brought Kurt and I together.
Oh, what
I have dinner.
Adam! Nice wheelie. Why are you on the 250? Where's the 690?
It's been worked on. The fuel pump was terrible. It had no PSI. So now We fixed it. You'll see it in the next video probably. Next time I'm riding, but I'm stuck with the 250 for now.
Whose video?
He just got us.
My video? I can showcase you. All right. Well, there goes Mom. Thank you. This little snack or food. Yeah. I had lunch at 5 o'clock tonight.
Oh, my
So
God.
I'm full. But I'll just eat more food.
All right.
I'm going to try to knock this. How did you get across that drive without falling in that hole? And the ditch is super...
It was close.
That's
not... It's not fun.
Yeah. Did you just use speed? Good job. Don't get hurt.
Obviously.
All right. Well, I'll finish up this field. Good night, folks. Good morning. We have a soybean combine outstanding in a seed corn field. Why? Because I need to fuel up. Finished up the soybean isolations on the outside of the seed corn field. We will fuel up, diesel exhaust fluid up, blow out the air filter. Actually, before all that, blow off the combine up there. Then we will switch fields. No, I will take that truck in. The boys are on another side quest buying a pickup for Adam. He sold the Toyota. Now he's buying a Ford Ranger, I believe. Trophy truck edition. Originally sold through Barrett Jackson. Is Barrett Jackson your favorite? It's mine. We've been going every year for the last few years. In Arizona, I would like to get back down there again. They're up in South Dakota, so it's me and probably Mauricio all day by ourselves Saturday. So I get to haul trucks and drive the combine again. No big deal, love them both. We might finish soybeans today. It's going to be a push, but we will see where we land. Good fuel trailer. And a beautiful day in Nebraska. Where is all the wind in Nebraska? Is it all in the hurricane coming up through the southeast? Enjoy days like this. I don't know if it's fall yet. I don't know if we can consider this fall, but just enjoy. I do. Here's how the ladder works. Pull this down, pull this out, and then flip that down. I probably could have kept that lid closed before I did this job. Shout out and thank you, Milwaukee, for the double duty, double blower, batteried air blower. It just seems to take such a long time. I need to mow out here to open up a field. Hey, it's back to irrigation season. Not really. We just need to move this pivot, disengage the clutch, switch on. Is that other switch on? Idle down. Will start. I disengaged the clutch. Why is it not disengaging? Run, start, switch. Did I shut this off from my phone last time? Pay attention. There we go. Dry. Now it should fire up. But I wish that PTO would disengage. Always be aware and watching. I need earplugs. That doesn't sound good. Do we have oil and oil pressure? Do we have... We got an issue. All right, it's the clutch bearing. So I got to run this thing dry so I don't sprinkle water on my soybeans. So the best thing to do is take the PTO shaft off right at the clutch, because end of the season, beginning of next season, we're not going to run water. So, does anybody have an 11/16 and a 5/8 wrench to take these bolts off? I might have a couple crescent wrenches. I was halfway joking when I said we're going to use crescent wrenches and vice grips, but that's all we found on here. Good job, Mauricio. We have enough wrenches to get it. It's not too tight, is it?
No.
Oh, man. Say it with me. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Here, let me get that one. I dumped one truck. Now we are loading the second truck. It's the same truck. And I will show you the dump on this one. Truck number 2 on this field. Pivot, moved out of the way. Success. It is off. Once we are done, we will move it back off the neighbors. We share this pivot. I rent it to him during the summer, but it's my pivot. But we'll move it out of the way so it's all open up so he can come in and just pick his field, and he doesn't have to worry about moving pivots or anything of the like. Cale Carlson for Lead Farms. Thank you. We get probed to get a soybean sample directly to the office with a vacuum. Works pretty slick. Don't even have to climb up on your truck or trailer. Good morning and welcome back to Nebraska Valley fog. Or is it dust? Could it be soybean dust that I was blowing out of the combine last night? I believe this is humidity. Yeah, it smells like moisture, not fire and not dust. What a beautiful morning. Welcome back, folks. It's the windy days that make us appreciate the super calm days. Good morning. I forgot to check to see what temperature is. It's probably like 44 degrees out here. This is the isolation on Kay's seed field. That is the last little bit that I have to do. I finished Kenny's last night. So this is all I have left. Cows in the distance. All I have left for soybeans are the dryland corners and the nooks and crannies that we build out isolation to protect the pollen on the seed cornfield for last year. Neighbor's cornfield just to the south was harvested yesterday, 17 to 18% moisture. The reason I know that, because we texted back and forth. I just realized it's maybe a blessing to be close and friendly with neighbors, neighboring farmers, which, just open communication. How's it going? How are you doing? Do you need anything? And I have that I have to think about this. I don't have a bad relationship with any neighbor that I farm next to anywhere. I really, really like my neighbors. I really like the guys I farm next to. They would do anything for me if I needed anything, and they do. And that door swings both ways. That's probably a blessing that I didn't realize. It's just what I grew up with. That is the normalcy of my life. So I like that. I hope everybody else has just as good neighbors. It's cold and calm. So guess what? We're going to check the soybeans. And yes, the pod is mush. The seed inside, oh my goodness, super dry. 9, even this morning, maybe, no, that's a 9. That is a 9 moisture. So I could grind on these, but they're not going to drop much more than that today. So let's just wait till we have good harvestability in another hour or two. Oh man, yeah, crunch nugget. They're super dry. Everything's super dry. That's what happens. It's really dry out here. So it just gets to the point where you can't get to it fast enough. Glad I started harvest when I did. So we get a jump on everything. Be a nice morning for a run or a walk. So let's climb in a tractor. When I engage the trailer brakes on this trailer, they don't work. So I'm trying to remember what Dad taught me years ago is you take a 9/16 inch wrench and a hammer, and you put the wrench right up here, and then you hammer it in. There's a little locking device, and you can just turn this, and it will screw and lift the brakes off. If you go counterclockwise, lift your brakes off. And so if you go the other way, I'm assuming that it'll help engage the brakes. Now, there's no air. I need to grease this up and blow it off. I'm going to start the truck, air it up. Oh, also, we should probably re-inflate that tire. This trailer doesn't get used a whole lot, not a big deal, small hauls, short run hauls, but still needs to be fixed. What are your thoughts on those brake pads? Do I just need to replace all the brakes back here? Maybe, probably. We'll do a little bit of maintenance to make it a little bit easier to drive. Checking the oil on this Cummins motor. The oil dipstick is on the other side. But what is your favorite engine? This one is mine. The Cummins M11. It was my first truck I bought. Freightliner had an M11. This Volvo has an M11. Is it the best motor ever made, and why? Or what is the best semi-truck motor? This, yeah, M11 doesn't take much, need much, and it's all the power that I need to pull this truck and trailer. There's 3 ways that I know of how to seat a tire against the rim, and it's using ether or gasoline to make an explosion inside the tire, wax, where you can seal off where the air escapes from the tire, or you can use a air blaster cannon gun. So you dump high pressure air into the tire and it pushes it outside as you are filling it up. I've done all 3 before, but today we're not going to use an explosion. We are just going to use the Super Seeder 1000. It's filled up with pressure and we'll see how we land. Bingo, baby. All right, I have now released the trailer brakes and then given them a little more tightened down, so this should work. I feel pretty good about this. Still seems like I need new brake pads. I better talk to a professional. Hopefully, you internet out there are professional and you can let me know. Or just give me a frame of reference. Do I need to measure those pads to see how much is left? Let's see if it works. All right, I'm on a slight hill incline. This lever is for your trailer brakes only. I am rolling forward. Pull down the handle. Oh man, that was so simple, and it makes me feel like a master mechanic. We have brakes that function, no clutch. See, this Volvo is just the best. All right, now off to, let's hook up the disc. Along those lines of being hot and dry, I feel like it's a good time to prepare. We are done with the root slicer. So I'm going to unhook that from the 3-point and hook on the drawbar drawn disc so that if a fire... Good morning, Meow Meow or Butterscotch. Still don't know what we call you. If a fire or something were to break out in my field, neighbor's field, whatever, having this hooked on, ready to go at a moment's notice is probably wise. Don't need the tractor or this implement right now, so we will hook on the Case IH 375 True Tandem Agronomic Design disc. I think it's 30-foot disc, so it's like 31.5 foot wide with the hydraulic controlled roller baskets, you know, just in case. There are a few areas in the other fields, ruts and stuff, that I do need to clean up. We'll hook it. Upon further inspection of unhooking this 3-pointed implement, that pin was coming out. We need to make sure we have those cotter keys in and secure. I don't believe this is the first time that this has happened. Should we wash this first, or at least blow it off? Yeah, not terribly good. Looks like we didn't ruin anything. It's Orthman. Well, now Orthman by Unverfirth, but heavily built nonetheless. We're in good shape. We'll just have to get a pin to secure that, and maybe I should just drive a roll pin in. What do you guys think? A cotter key? That's not called a cotter key. Or a roll pin driven. I might have a set. Which one should I use? Hey, cat. Butterscotch. This is an automatic pin. I don't need your help back here. I want you to watch yourself when you're on the implement. Nice balance. Anyway, when I back in, I love cats. They love you and they care about you until they don't, and then they just don't care. Anyway, thanks for your help. Don't need it because I have an automatic scrap. When this pin hits right here, it will flip this lever, which will drop that down in automatically. Really neat engineering design. Good job, John Deere. I don't know if that was you or not, but thanks for putting it on this tractor.